BBE Busta Grande. This pedal does nothing. Nobody gives a shit about this pedal. I doubt even the people who make it are aware of its existence. In fact, why does it even exist? Probably because of the pun, because, puns are half the value in the pedal world. Just visit some forums, especially the DIY ones.
Dark memories, never again.
And this is just one big circular fractal of a never-ending pun. Busta Grande, which is a Spanish pun for big turd. Cattle turd. It's got a bull. How cute! Because bulls shit. And so do you. You're a big bull, huh? Yeah, you're one hell of a bull. Is that what BBE stands for? Big Bull You? Biggest balls ever. Why is it even this size? Look at the knob. Look at the knob. Steel balls! No, seriously, why? This is a circuit, this is box. This is 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 the newer, boring, way smaller version. Who were they trying to fool with this? Why make this huge case with such a simple, minimizable circuit? Because brutal, bigger, and bewildering ball. Rodeo theme. I mean, if you've ever watched the movie Casa de mi Padre, this pedal kind of reminds me of that. I like to think this is what Andrew Steele presented to Will Ferrell as the first pitch for the film. Yeah, so here's some words in Spanish. The rancho look will hopefully make them funny, and that's you. Framed in the Western movie-like thing. Yeah, what the bull is. You're the bull. And that was that. Seriously, this thing should have spurs and a hat. Should smell booze, wear a poncho, and play Tuco Ramirez sound bites every time you switch it on and off. But nope, this pedal does nothing. Doesn't clip, doesn't do shit. I tested it with a oscilloscope. I analyzed the circuit extensively. Okay, small digression. I found out that, like most of the time, the manufacturer is full of shit. 0 dB is actually about 2 decibels, and it never really reaches the advertised 20, it tops around 17. And their idea of not changing the original sound is introducing a nice low-pass filter at around 2.8 kHz. So I did me some mathematics and took care of it. C6 was replaced with a 470p cap to correct for the roll-off, while the pot and R8 were replaced with 100K anti-log and 10K respectively, providing a range that goes from exact 0 to exact 20 dB. There are other ways that'll get you close to that, but that was definitely the most efficient one. Hopefully, mods and link to the schematic in the description. This pedal does nothing, doesn't clip, doesn't do shit. I tested it with a oscilloscope, I analyzed the circuit extensively. 0 0, down is down, up is up. It has no color to the sound, it is devoid of any sort of personality. Should be in a blank case. The name should be pedal or device. This pedal is irrelevant, easily forgettable to the common fucking peasant, but not to me, cause I'm big balls, balls, epilepsy. Not really, this is the most important pedal in my chain. This big turd. You see, most pedals want to be heard. They seek notoriety, legend, mojo, the fuck you want to call it. I already had that. Les Paul through an AC30, more legend than that, more iconic, classic, mojoistic juju of the fucking gods. Others thrive on weirdness, uniqueness, even idiotic innovation. I'm well covered in that front as well. So you have the sound, you have the bulging beastly blaring backlight balls in your sound, and then cables, capacitance everywhere. Dying harmonics that limp to the finish line and perform an anemic faceplant in the grade of the first tube of the amp. Mod everywhere! But I have Mogamu Lava Lamp Gold Cap! You're an asshole. Not only are those cables ridiculously overpriced, they often have worse electrical specifications than whatever you can buy in bulk at the local store. Going anywhere over 20 feet? Need a buffer. Why a booster then? Why not a buffer? A decently priced buffer pedal that can be turned off is a unicorn. Why not a user buffer pedal then? Well, I just so happen to make most of my pedals and they're all true bypass. Well, why not make buffered pedals? True bypass is way easier to make. Not to mention I tend to fuck things up a lot, so being able to remove the thing altogether from the chain in case of an emergency is a huge plus. Why not make it yourself then? This thing was dirt cheap, even cheaper than the components would have been, and that's not even considering the time it take to build it. Well, why this pedal? You a cop? You have any idea how hard it is to find a booster pedal that does nothing to the sound, works with the battery, is true bypass, and can reliably go to unity gain? Because I searched. Battery, true bypass, no coloring to the sound, being able to go back to 0 dB in the dark while drunk on a loud stage. But why? Because big bulls, benign bosoms be everywhere. That's why. What else you want from me? Buy this thing. Or the MXR Marker amp. The end.